Coco Gauff suffers shock Qatar Open loss to world number 57 Elisabetta Cocciaretto in straight sets. Coco Gauff lost in straight sets to world number 57 Elisabetta Cocciaretto at Qatar Open. Iga Swiatek and Elena Rybakina advance. Watch the ATP and WTA tours live on Sky Sports Tennis and Sky Sports Plus. Streaming service now and the Sky Sports app. World number 5 Coco Gauff lost in straight sets to world number 57 Elisabetta Cocciaretto, suffering a shock 6-4 6-2 defeat in the second round of the Qatar Open. The reigning French Open champion lost in an exhausting 5-7 6-7 doubles match with Canadian Victoria Mboko on Monday, and her fatigue showed against the Italian as Gauff lost in just over 90 minutes. The American number 1 put up more of a fight in the first set, but was broken 3 times in the second set by the impressive Italian, who entered the contest as a lucky loser but now picks up a first win in 4 tries against Gauff. After crashing out of both the singles and doubles in 2 days, Gauff will have a chance to redeem herself in 5 days' time when she enters the Dubai Tennis Championships. Cocciaretto admitted in her on-court interview that her attention isn't wholly on the tennis this week, with the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics currently being held in her home country. "This week is a little bit different for us in Italy," she said, "because now I'm more focused on the Winter Olympics than on the tournament, cheering for the Italian athletes. Maybe that was the key, that's why I'm playing better. But jokes apart, playing more matches helps you to win more matches, for sure." Cocciaretto has been cheering on her friend Sofia Gaggia, who took the bronze medal in Sunday's women's downhill skiing event. "Now we are in contact," she said. "We always send messages and FaceTime to talk about our sports and how you manage some things. She gives me a lot of advice. I love how they approach the sport. They have fear of nothing. They're focused a lot and they put themselves after everything. If I have a child in the future, I will put him or her in skiing." World number 2 Iga Swiatek made quick work of her second-round match against Indonesian Janice Tien, storming to a 6-0 6-3 win to advance to the round of 16. "It's always nice to start a tournament in a solid way, and I'm ready for every match," Swiatek said when asked about this streak by the media in Doha. "I think that's the reason for that. I don't take anything for granted, so even first rounds or second rounds, I treat them as super important matches and as a challenge. So I'm ready for it from the beginning." The tournament's top seed will now face Australian Daria Kasatkina in the round of 16. Swiatek leads the head-to-head 6-1 over Kasatkina and has won their last 6 meetings without dropping a set. But she is not taking the match lightly. "Honestly, I try not to think about head-to-head because every match is a different story," Swiatek said. She can come to the match feeling that she has nothing to lose. "There are different ways the match can go, and I wouldn't say that focusing on the last results gives a lot. I'd rather stay ready for the challenge and not really think about the previous ones." Australian Open champion Elena Rybakina continued her winning run with victory over Wang Xinyu. 10 days after claiming her second Grand Slam title in Melbourne, Rybakina recovered from 4-2 down in the second set to beat China's Wang 6-2 6-4 to extend her winning streak to 8 and record her 400th career match win. "That's a nice statistic," Rybakina said in her on-court interview. "It's a lot of matches played. But yeah, it's incredible. I'm just happy again that I can play and feel happy. I'm just enjoying every time I'm playing now on the court." Rybakina is playing some of the best tennis of her career, and the first set was more of the same as she took it for the loss of just 2 games. But she was made to work by the world number 227, who surprisingly broke at 2-2 in the second set, but was eventually pegged back by Rybakina at 4-4, allowing the Kazakh to eventually secure her safe passage into the next round with another break of serve shortly after. Rybakina will face Qinwen Zheng in the third round after the former Olympic gold medalist defeated her second straight American opponent in Alicia Parks in her return to action. Watch the ATP and WTA tours live on Sky Sports or stream with Now and the Sky Sports app, giving Sky Sports customers access to over 50% more live sport this year at no extra cost. Find out more here. The upset that stunned Doha. Coco Gauff's unexpected exit at the Qatar Open in the heat of the WTA 1000 season's opening Middle East swing. The tennis world expected a spectacle, not a seismic shock. Yet on Tuesday, February 10, 2026, at the Qatar TotalEnergies Open in Doha, one of the most talked about matches was not a final or semi-final showdown, but a second-round clash that shook expectations to their core. In a stunning result that rippled through social media and tennis circles alike, Coco Gauff, the reigning French Open champion and world number 5, was beaten in straight sets, 6-4, 6-2, by world number 57 Elisabetta Cocciaretto in just over 90 minutes. It was a result few saw coming. But to understand why the upset resonated so deeply, we must explore not just the scoreline, but the layers beneath it, the context of both players' journeys, the match's narrative shifts, and what this moment means for Gauff's evolving career. To a tale of two journeys. Coco Gauff, the prodigy chasing consistency. Coco Gauff's rise through professional tennis has been nothing short of meteoric. Bursting onto the global stage as a 15-year-old defeating Venus Williams at Wimbledon, she quickly transformed from teenage sensation to serious slam contender. A two-time Grand Slam champion by age 21, including her memorable breakthrough at Roland Garros, and a fixture in the world's top 10, Gauff carries expectations that few players of any age ever face. Yet, even champions encounter challenges in translating practice room gains into match court dominance. In the weeks leading to Doha, Gauff had shown flashes of brilliance, including a marquee victory over world number 2 Iga Swiatek in January, but also unraveled in key moments, most notably in a quarter-final loss in Melbourne to Alina Svitolina. That defeat was brutal in its decisiveness, 6-1, 6-2, and highlighted that Gauff was still searching for rhythm and confidence early in the season. Her own reflections after Doha revealed the frustration. "I just feel like I haven't showed up with my best level the last few matches," Gauff admitted, acknowledging the gap between her training progress and match outcomes. "I'm just looking to find that again." Elisabetta Cocciaretto, the underdog with momentum on the other side of the net, stood. Elisabetta Cocciaretto, a 25-year-old Italian whose career had been a journey of perseverance rather than headline domination. Ranked world number 57 coming into Doha, she was not among the names most fans expected to topple a top 5 star. In fact, her entry into Qatar's main draw came only after a loss in the final round of qualifying, a scenario that put her in as a lucky loser, but Cocciaretto entered the match with something equally potent: confidence. She had captured title success earlier in the season and had proven capable of beating elite opponents, as evidenced by previous top 10 victories at Grand Slams. Yet, she had never beaten Gauff in the professional ranks before Doha. Her lone previous victory over the American came in juniors back in 2018. Her performance was not the product